Hey everybody, here's your daily shutdown update for events from Thursday, October 9th, 2025. It is Friday, October 10th. If you're a federal employee, this is what actually we think changed in the last 24 hours and what it means for your paycheck and your future. So first, the shutdown isn't ending this week. It looks like the Senate failed again to advance either party's funding bill, then adjourned until Tuesday. Translation, at least several more days of limbo for pay operations and services. Second, back pay. There was real whiplash on that this week. We'll cover this in another post later today. But earlier this week, OMB scrubbed a reference to a 2019 back pay law from its guidance and floated a novel argument that furloughed feds might not be guaranteed retro pay. But by yesterday, agencies like IRS were spending furlough notices explicitly citing the back pay guarantee, but then they later changed that notice. And OPM's formal guidance, still live, says both accepted workers and furloughed employees will receive retroactive pay at the earliest possible date after the last lapse ends, citing the statute. Bottom line for us as federal employment attorneys, we think the statute is on your side. Third, a paycheck cliff is coming into view for the uniform side, and many civilians, military families are bracing for an October 15 miss if Congress doesn't act. You heard the human stakes on live TV today. If you followed it, there was a military mom begging Speaker Johnson to move a standalone pay bill that got a lot of attention, and Hill letters are pressing to bring a pay our troops measure to the floor. So far, leadership has resisted taking that vote before next week. If you're a DOD or DOW, Coast Guard, or a DOD civilian, plan as if the paycheck is at risk unless the logjam breaks. Fourth, the politics seems to have hardened, not softened. The White House signaled it won't negotiate broader healthcare pieces until the government is reopened, even as the president publicly threatened permanent cuts tied to the shutdown. That posture keeps pressure high and timelines uncertain for everyone across civil service. Here is how we think you should be protecting yourself right now. Document everything, hours you're told to work, any out-of-pocket costs, all furlough communications, keep them. If you're accepted, don't refuse assigned work. If you're furloughed, don't volunteer to work. If a bill comes due, call your landlord, lender, or credit union before you miss a payment. Many have shutdown hardship options. Keep copies of any agreements, and remember, despite the noise, the law still points to retro pay once this ends. We see you. We represent federal employees because we believe and like to support your service. This has helped. Please share it with the colleagues who's stressed. Drop your questions below. We'll be back with more information after the holiday weekend and are interested to see what questions you have and if we can provide any information to help you. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Take care and have a good day.